Hello, my loves. It's Lisa from Kitchen Witch Boutique. This is your reading for the new year. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a safe and wonderful New Year's Eve. This is my little buddy here, otherwise known as Santa Claus. Not everybody may know this. Santa Claus is based on a real-life saint, Saint Nicholas. Saint Nicholas is in the 21 division religion slash spiritual practice, 21 division Sanse Dominican Voodoo. Saint Nicholas is known as Grand Soleil. Grand Soleil is a very, very high angelic energy. He's associated with Saint Michael. He's associated with, I think it's like Grand Poder. If you ever see the candles, like it's basically a picture of Jesus with the crown of thorns on him. So what this reading is about, because this is the second time I started the reading because I was like, this is not what I want to say. Okay, if anybody's offended by bad language, just, and I'll put this in the comments, whatever, but just tune out. This is going to be a fucking great year, okay? Like Papa Getty, I was getting messages like all friggin' night. All right, Papa Getty is clearing a lot of garbage out of people's lives because people have been fucking begging him. Like they're like, please just take it away. Papa Legba is coming through and doors are opening all over the place for people. And I know y'all been doing your work. Like I know it, I feel it, I see it. A lot of opportunities for people. Like, you know, like people have been worrying about money. They've been worrying about like trust issues, because one of the things that I've been seeing like in my practice, okay, and in my clients' lives, in my own life, and I also bartend part-time now, and I see it all over the place. People are in toxic fucking situations all over the fucking place. Don't worry about it. Shit is gonna clear, okay? And I know how people feel about it. I mean, I listen to it. It's just, and it's really fucking hilarious to be like a sober bartender, like bartending, because like you see all kinds of stuff that like you normally would not notice because you'd also be drinking. But one of the things that Papa Getty said to tell you is that he's saying to take 3 pennies, okay, like preferably older pennies, because one of the things that people don't know about Papa Getty is that he does coin magic. Like he will literally take coins and imbue them. And I'll give you an example, okay? Like I will take, when I bartend, I get tips, like I have a tip jar or whatever, just to make people crack up. I will put the coins that people give me, and yes, they give me dollars and other stuff as well, but I will basically rub them together. I'll put a little prosperity oil on them. Let me tell you, that shit works, okay? So what Papa is saying is take three pennies, all right? Rub them together on your hands. He said this is known as metallurgy, the study or the science of working with metals. It's part of sacred alchemy. He said make 3 wishes, okay? 3 wishes, and just say like, listen, like spirit, I need help. Like I'm freaking, like I'm facing all these challenges, because let's face it, let's be realistic. Like everybody's like, oh, it's a new year, it's a new year, it's a new year. Well, we're still like fighting with the shit from the past that we had to deal with all year long in 2022. And let's face it, that was a shit show for a lot of people, okay, including me. All right, for real. So Papa's saying to basically take the 3 coins, infuse them with all your love, leave them in the graveyard. Okay, and that's a bold thing for me to say, because people, when you're dealing with the dead, and I love the dead are my peeps, okay? Like you don't number one, don't make them mad. Okay, don't make them mad, because like they've earned it. Okay, they live through human life, and we know how hard that is. They deserve to rest. But he said, as a special Christmas bonus, okay, this is him. He said if you leave them at the graveyard, and don't be leaving them on graves. Don't disturb people. He said you can leave them right by the tree, any tree like near the graveyard, and ask the dead, please bless this money, and please, I'm leaving this as an offering, okay? Because remember, the end of the year from October 31st to December 31st that's their time. Okay, that's their time of year. But he said if you give an offering of the 3 pennies, he said not only will they be grateful, because they help people a fuck lot, more than you would think. Okay, like, and they're not just in the graveyard. Like the dead are on a spiritual plane that us mediums, like I talk to them all the time. I mean, for real, like I've had conversations with all kinds of folks, and it's awesome. They've got a hell of a perspective, and they should, because they lived it. So he said not only will that, number one, give them an offering, to say like, thank you for everything that you did. Thank you to the ancestors. Thank you for all of that. But it's also for Papa Legba, because Papa Legba, sorry, it's just got an alert on my phone about something said Santos, and I was like, oh, saints. Papa Legba opens doors. Okay, everybody who studies voodoo or works within voodoo or works with the Loa or any of that, like, he opens doors. He's the gatekeeper. Pennies are generally attributed to him, so he's going to open those roads. A lot of you guys are going to find love this year. It's Taurus is coming up as a big one. Libra, Aries. A lot of this has to do with healing from a lot of the shit that has been going on. And let's face it, the messages that I got was, this is your ego. This is your ego. This is your ego. This is your ego. Okay, because we as humans, like, we want what we want, but we don't want to acknowledge that what we want may not be the best for you. All right. I mean, I've had this conversation, at the bar all the time. Like, people are like, oh my God, cast a love spell on me. I'm like, no, we don't mess with love spells. Like, you can cast out your intentions. Yeah. Bring me love, bring me like a wonderful partner. Well, the problem is people bring out the laundry list of what they want. Okay. And then like this perfect person doesn't manifest because it's unreasonable. Okay, like the spirit world, including, deities like Grand Soleil, hey, St. Nicholas, Papa Getty, Papa Legba, Ursula Frey, and Matrestoli, like, they know better, than us. Like, they're a lot smarter than us. They are deities. They are gods. So they said, put those intentions out. Say, like, all that I want, all that I need is going to be given to me because I fucking earned it. Because of all the stress and the struggle and all the things that have happened, especially in the past 2019, 20, 21, 22, past almost 3 years with COVID. Okay, so this is a message of hope. Like, there's going to be people that are going to be moving. There's going to be people that are going to be getting raises. Okay, the messages are coming in, like, and they said, this is from Matrestoli. Matrestoli said, stop thinking that being in a relationship or being with a man or a woman or whatever is going to solve your problems and make you happy. Yes, being with the right person, being with someone who appreciates you and loves you, doesn't take you for granted, etc., sure, will make you happy. But remember, in your own heart, she said, you have to be happy within yourself. It's probably